Well, it's 8:30, and I'm still here. Note to self: mark your anchor on your GPS. I got a little backup anchor here. That's a little aluminum guy. It's got a 50-foot line on it, half-inch, light, easy, nothing, no problem. And so what I did yesterday when I pulled in here, I added another 25 foot of lead to it and threw it over and let it hook up. And then I dropped my big anchor straight down from the boat with plenty of line that if this one was to fail, the big anchor would go ahead and grab. But the objective was to not have the big anchor hang up and I have to dive down and get a 50-pound anchor versus a 7-pound anchor. So in my thinking, I'm going to save myself a half a minute. As I reeled in the big line, the big anchor, got it up, put it on board, stowed it away, everything nice and neat. Then I went to pull up the little anchor, and as I was pulling it in, I undid that 25 foot of rope that I added onto and continued to pull it in. Then I found that it was fouled. So, what am I going to do? So I run back, start the motors up, one motor, and idle up, go to the front of the boat, and the line's gone because I had unattached it. So I came back in to the area and dropped the big anchor again. It's still out, and went swimming for about 45 minutes to find this little anchor. Basically the sun had to come up. I thought the rope would be a good indicator, but man, I couldn't. Even when I found the anchor, I couldn't find the rope. This little anchor is aluminum and it's shiny and looks good and everything. Thought it would just stand right out. I'd jump in there and get it and be back in about 5 minutes. But 45 minutes, probably expended a day's worth of energy swimming around, fighting with the mask because I haven't shaven in 6-8 weeks. So, you know, I don't know if these problems are coming about because I just don't know any better, or because I'm so tired, I'm not thinking things through, or I'm trying to go too fast. I think I'm trying to go too fast. Most sailors that I've actually seen that were real sailors, they don't move fast. They move probably on the slow side, but they're thorough. They're thinking everything through, what they're doing, how it's going to pertain to the next position. It's almost like playing pool. You actually be a great pool player, you got to think the whole thing out all the way through till the 8-ball gets in the hole. And you got to do that on your first shot. So, I got to look at this like a pool game, although I never was real good at it, but I was around some guys who were, and I appreciate the sport. I got to look at it, the final project is me sailing off that away like I pointed to an hour ago, versus me swimming around for the next hour looking for my anchor. So I still have a fouled anchor down there. Not a fouled anchor, I think I can pull this one up. But I'm alone. So I have to drive the boat, run up to the front, pull the anchor, and not hit the reef. Which means I'm going to idle up real slow and easy, kind of full with the anchor rope and kind of do it nice and slow and easy. But then I kind of got to get my shit together. I'm not going to pack it away until I get back and shut the motor down. And then I'll go back up and we should drift away. Which I won't shut the motor down, I'll leave it in neutral. This is thinking it through, because if for whatever reason I drift towards the reef, I got to be able to get her going, and as you recall, none of these motors were operating 2 days ago. So I'm not going to risk crashing a boat too hard on that reef if I can avoid it. But anyway, so we're going to try this one more time. I got one more anchor to pull up, and it's a big one, but it's actually the Delta 22, so it's 22 pounds versus the 50-pounder. Adios.